Hope I don't fall back asleep checking in. I know these late night live streams is something else, but they do have merit and they do have purpose. I was just working on a video, y'all, and I swear it was one of my best videos I've done in a long time. And for some reason, in the middle of this video, recording it, my PC just shuts off. It starts doing a reset. And I'm like, oh no. And I'm hoping it took the audio I've already done and recorded it. And I didn't see it. So I'm a little pissed off about it because I would have to start the whole thing all over again. And we was about 20 minutes in straight. So yeah, that was very yeah, it was very weird and frustrating all at the same time. When all this crazy spam came out of nowhere. Now let's go over how bad the Chicago Bulls actually is as a team. The Chicago Bulls are a team that can't stay out of their own way. They have no, it's like five guys on the court not knowing what the next guy wants to do. The New York Knicks came in here as a team that's younger but more poised. Their guys know their roles, they're well coached. Tibb knew we need to attack the Bulls on the interior. They're weak on the interior, let's do that. Bulls have more veterans, and they should be a lot better than the New York Knicks. But when you have players that don't seem to understand their roles when the game's in the last 5 minutes and hanging in the balance, it's like, what are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? Well, the thing about the Chicago Bulls is that everyone knows I don't like the Bulls, and I've never liked that organization. I don't like nothing about them. Now, this is just so you can know where I stand. But if they're good, I will tell you they're good. What they have is very talented individual pieces. But what is talent and individual pieces when it can't be nurtured or molded into what it should be? You know what I'm saying? If these pieces cannot be put in a position to be better, then what are we doing? What are we even talking about at this point? It was a heavyweight title fight in the fourth quarter. You could throw away the first 3 quarters of this game. But I could tell you where the problems ensued. Nobody plays to their advantages. The Chicago Bulls don't play to their advantage, neither do the New York Knicks. The Knicks have something that's completely working and go away from it. And it's not necessarily their fault. This game should have been over in regulation. The Knicks, I swear to God, I don't even know if they got a call last night. That's how much disrespect the Knicks got on the whistle. They couldn't get a call. And it was like that the entire game. I've seen players not get calls before, but that was a little embarrassing. Even for basketball standards, that was embarrassing. So last night they wanted this game to become close. I mean, Brunson iced it when he made my man slide across the doggone court. But the game was already over at that point. That was just the final kissing blow goodbye because this game shouldn't even been that close. No, no, shouldn't have never been that close. I had no idea, to be honest, that all of these basketball players and that they even cared. Well, you got to look at the way it went down. It was massive. I don't even know how they have a Bulls Nation. Thank you, Hennessy. Did I bet on the game? Absolutely. I absolutely 100% bet on the New York Knicks. But I lost on the Golden State Warriors and the Pacers. So don't really matter. Steph Curry got hurt. Here we are. Yeah, they're doing some type of nonsense to my page right now. So well, the Knicks would have everything rolling going towards the rim. Then they want to start turning into this doggone Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, and we just gonna start jacking up a whole bunch of threes and play ISO basketball. They started the game off sharing the ball, and they had a big lead from doing that, going and attacking the stupidity of Vooch trying to play defense. It was working. Why would you go away from that? Yeah, man, I'm still a little pissed about what happened to my video, man, that I was working on. That video was epic. It was flowing like water, and the whole thing, I think, is gone. I'm gonna search for that video, that audio. My whole damn PC reset, and everything is screwed up, just out of the blue. Yeah, I gotta see what all the damage is done. Outlaw. They gave me the say. Outlaw said he won. That's what's up. Outlaw got his money. Okay, somebody send me a message. John Rod at least made up. We found our point guard for tonight. Yeah, because the Bulls are stupid. You couldn't even touch DeMar DeRozan. Even foul out partner Barrett, and we never get fouled. I know, man. It was rough to watch. The Bulls. I don't know why they think the Bulls are the Los Angeles Lakers or something. All right, the last 2 minutes of the game. How about the first 2 minutes of the game? First 2 minutes of every quarter. He said, "You ain't know they show ass when you live. When you me, they do." They got to do something. They done messed up all my notifications. CP, he was born that way. OC Blizz, if you was on the Patreon, you have all your answers to your question. There has been no duck in anything. Ooh, you trusted the Bulls. Nah, bro, I didn't trust them against the Knicks, even at home. They should have lost this game by 20. It's been 24 years the Bulls have sucked. 24 years. They have been a terrible basketball team, or they've had the pieces to win. This is what's crazy about them. They had the pieces to win. How do you have the pieces to win and still can't get it done? It just don't make sense. I'm like, somebody got to make it where it makes sense to me. And right now, it just don't make sense to me. Lonzo Ball's out for a whole nother year. He might not be playing anymore. Um, right now, he ain't gonna be saying nothing. OC Bliss, go join the Patreon and you'll get your answers. Okay? We heard exactly what the bum said, but that's not what he said. And that's definitely not what he said. He's talking, doing this, talking loud, but saying nothing. Yeah, he missed the deadline. Then I said, do you really want to do it? Let's do it. If I challenge somebody and then they don't respond, well, their response is, I ain't never telling nobody, I ain't doing that. Then they come back later and then they tell you, I've been secretly training for 2 months to fight. So he was secretly training all the time. He said he didn't want to fight. Now he talking about, I want to fight. Let's do it this weekend. It's like, then in the video, if you was on the Patreon, you'll hear him say something stupid. Like, if I knock him out, like if you knock me out, the fight ain't over. They gotta wake me up. We gotta go all 9 rounds. Where they do that at? It's a joke. Okay? So don't even buy into it. Now, let's go. Oh, that's all right, Scrub. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You said it's survey time. He said I had the Clippers winning. I had the Knicks with a 1 point spread. All right, let's get to it. Like we always do it this time. Yeah. Let's look at the breakdown of these idiots over here. Because these idiots, the Chicago Bulls, is going to make it real easy. No stream yard tonight. This is a stream yard. Sagittarius rule, Mike. So we finna get into this breakdown of the game right now after these messages. Oh my goodness. I always wanted to say that. That's funny. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, we got a poll in there saying, will the Bulls make the playoffs? You can answer the poll. We just put it in the chat. He said, Sino got commercials now. Oh my goodness. Now, Thriller's better than Off the Wall, but Off the Wall has a more disco type vibe to it because it was what's that? Studio 54 or Club 54, where he got the inspiration to make the album. Now let's get into this. Bulls Knicks. Opening game, Brunson, fill out, passing. Look at the movement. The ball didn't touch four Knicks' hands before a three was shot by Randall. Opening game movement. Pick and roll by Caruso, pick and pop. They see that the center is too deep inside the zone where he should be always up. He gave Vooch what he wants. And Vooch wants to shoot that open, uncontested shot that isn't going anywhere. That's what he wants. That's a Vooch shot. Now here's Brunson. Gets deep. They put Kobe White on him, which is real stupid. And it's the first quarter. Would never let Kobe White go against Brunson. And they go right to Patrick Williams steps up, but takes a bad defensive angle and position. I don't know why people keep forgetting that Zach Randolph is left-handed. They're so used to everyone being right-handed, they take that heavy position to the right side. They have two southpaws on the team. This was a beautiful play. This is early on. Bulls are going to look really stupid early. Warning for any Bulls fans out there. Now, look at the Knicks. Terrible defensive stance. Vooch puts the ball on the ground. He's going to kick it as this guy overcommits for no reason. But Vooch does an up and under move, which is different from him. Normally, he passes it. The guy, see the cutter, Brunson? This is something the Knicks didn't have last season. They have a guard that's actually cutting through and moving without the ball. That's what Brunson does bring to the table. So now he's open regardless. Randall's just going to shoot that because you got Zach LaVine on him. Why not? Now, Drummond's in the game. He's better at setting screens. He's more physical. He just gets in foul trouble a lot. He's the only Bull they'll call a foul on. Now he gets ready to sell a killer screen that he rolls. It's a fake. But no one buys it, and they stay with DeRozan. And he hits a tough shot and gets a garbage foul call. That wasn't a foul, ladies and gentlemen. Let me repeat. That wasn't a foul. Oh, yeah, I'm bringing people in here. The Bulls' defense is non existent. Now, let's take a look here. The Bulls are not playing zone. They're actually playing a different set. It looks like a zone. It's disguised to look like a zone, They were playing man. But look at this confusion. Boom. Oh my goodness. Alley-oop dunk. Great read. The Knicks have young players. The Bulls have old veteran players. And they're mixing them all together on the team. You think the Bulls players are young. They're not young. Dragic, the only player on the team, well, not the only, him and Caruso. That's the Bulls lineup. With Caruso playing on the court at the same time as Dragic. Get a lot of offensive work, not a lot of defensive work. A lot of mismatch. Zach LaVine attacking the rim. What he should do a lot. You're a slam dunk champion, not a three-point shooting champion. So you need to learn how to go to the rim and stop shooting wild three-point shots. You got two slam dunk champions on the team, one to show that they three-point shooters. Brunson, tough shot. My goodness. To be 5'2", this guy could hit shots, man, and get to spots and throw up stuff left hand. It's just looking like he did in Dallas last year. Well, this is the problem with Brunson. He's his height. This is when it's at his disadvantage for him. Now, a guy like Caruso, this is perfect. See, look at that. Vooch falling asleep on D, alley-oop, another one. When you allow 3 alley-oops in a game, that means you're not communicating. It's embarrassing to give up an alley-oop in basketball. That means someone fell asleep on a play and we took advantage of you. So it's an insult to get an alley-oop unless it's a fast break. If it's not in transition and you give up alley-oop baskets, somebody was asleep. And this is 3 times in the first half of basketball, you saw 3 alley-oops, not even in transition. Oh, Brunson, don't hurt him like that. Bulls are swinging the ball, pick and roll. Kobe White, all the way down the lane. That's what he wants to do, and that's what the Bulls are going to do. High pick and roll basketball team. DeFrozen tries to get another foul. He don't get one this time, and the Knicks are running. Coast to coast. Why not? He's left-handed. Brunson comes down again, goes into the post on DeRozan. This is a tough shot. ISO, one-on-one with DeRozan. Spins, steps, leans. Oh my God. Kiss off the glass. And he's like, I don't get no foul or nothing. This dude just body me. See, the Bulls' problem is they're not used. I don't know why they don't do their scouting report. There are 3 shooters on the court that are left-handed. they're left-handed. Stop leaning towards their right. They're left-handed. Y'all not figured that out? Here it comes down the break. Good layup by Whack Levine. Sherm Dudley's night. That was sick. A bounce pass off the glass. Oh! Zach LaVine catches it. You're a slam dunk champion. Be a slam dunk champion. The Knicks second unit screwing up already. 1 point game. Brunson, nice cross. Kicks it back. Barrett. There's a three. His game has really matured this season. Zach LaVine hitting a step back, random jump shot. It's a tie game. It's a dueling in the third. There's Brunson going in on Green, gets Green in the air defensively. He makes a mistake, and that costs him. Uh-oh, I went too fast and too far. Hold on. We got to get back to where we were. I think that was Green getting his payback. Yep, because this is it. See how he got Green in the air? Green defensively doesn't know how to adjust to make something hit when they need it. Now look at this. Oh, Green comes back and pays him back with a dunk. They dueling 83-83. Look, they going back to basics. Two-man game. Brunson. Bang. And the foul. Because Zach LaVine was in his landing space. He's left-handed, Zach LaVine. People, I swear, basketball, oh man, 62% said that Bulls won't make the playoffs in the polls. Check that out. Unbelievable. Oh, well, Caruso was getting cooked by a lot of people. But Caruso is normally a good defender. Oh, he hit somebody with a cross during the game. What's up, Alan? Yeah, they ruined my whole live stream, everything. I don't know what's going on. Oh, look at this roll to the rim. Barrett missed him. They had a wide open dunk right here. But Randall shoots a three, knocks it down. But they had a wide open dunk. Now the Frozen's taking advantage of this man not stepping up. The Frozen's game is he's a mid-range jump shooter. That's the scouting report. He gets to the free throw line 9 times out of 10. He's going to pull up for that mid-range shot. In the fourth quarter, that's what you want to do. So he swings it out, and there's the man, Dragic, who hits a three and gets fouled. Now that wasn't a foul because he did not land nowhere near his landing space, but they called a foul anyway. Keep the game tight. The Frozen tried to jump into him and draw a foul. It didn't work, so he kicked the ball off to Kobe White, who pulls up a three and hits it. Kobe White is a three-point shooter. Nice fake by Barrett. Barrett would have probably shot that last season. Great move, great poise. Use your athleticism, get to the basket. Lose your defense. You only get that when you've proven you could hit jump shots from outside. Then the Frozen comes back at Barrett. No one communicates on the Knicks, and they give him an easy layup. Nice move by Quickly. He throws up a shot. It goes in because Drummond is falling all over, tripping over his dreadlocks. Now, this is the mid-range guy. He wants to get right to this free throw line, pull up and shoot. Good defense. He just made a great shot. 1 point game. Bulls are down one with 8 minutes in the fourth. Here's this. DeRozan again. Wants to go right back to the same spot. 3 times he pulls up is going to be right here. His feet is going to tell you what he wants to do. Now, let's see how Randall handles this. He throws up his hand too late. It's off. And here it comes the man they should have boxed out, the other slam dunk champion, doing what he's doing, slam dunking. Jones Doom. Now, nice post up by Randall. Dip. Pump fake. Beautiful. One dribble. Puts up a 3, knocks it down. That was a huge shot by Quick. Oh, Whack Levine kicks it to Vooch. They swing it to Caruso. Watch Caruso now. Boom. Oh! Oh, my man on the ground. Caruso, I didn't know you had that in you. Well, remember that moment. Remember the Caruso moment. Because it don't last long, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it don't last long. I'm mad I got to redo an entire video over that I did to perfection. I mean, to perfection. Now I got to redo it. I was like, I'm still searching for that audio. I still think it's on here. And I got to find it. I just can't buy that I lost that whole audio. Oh, the game, it went entirely crazy in this fourth quarter. Tied at 100. Randall left-handed. The Bulls ain't figured that out yet in the entire game. Okay, Kobe White is taking a stand saying, I know you're left-handed. So I'm gonna try to make you go right. But he's not making him go right. He going left anyway. Now watch this. Still going left. It's tip, but Vooch has not boxed out the big man. So Kobe White did something good. And they don't get rewarded because they don't box out. 4-point lead with 5 minutes to go. They take a bad defensive angle on DeFrozen, gives him the lane. He throws up some garbage, and it goes in. All because of a bad defensive posture. Here they go again, backing down. Patrick Williams hits Brunson. Kobe White isn't with him. Now Patrick Williams is on. Brunson, oh, good move. The cut in right there. You see he's coming. Barrett. Oh, that should be an and one. No call. Back to a 4-point game. So you got a 4-point game with 5 minutes to go for the Knicks. They swinging the ball around. Here comes Zach LaVine. They play off Zach. He goes all the way, gets a layup. Right? 2-point game. Too easy of a basket. Now LaVine comes down again. There it is. Step back jumper. Ties the game. Vintage Zach LaVine. That wasn't even a 3. Oh, okay, I was going to say. That was not a 3. They finally put it back to where it's supposed to be. Game is tied. Brunson. Look at the Knicks. They get proper spacing. One guy here. One guy there. You got your big man right here posting up, Randall. The spacing on the floor is great. The Bulls are in a zone. This is a stupid zone that I don't like, but a lot of teams play it. Now they feel like they got the defensive pressure they need. Here is Brunson, who breaks down zones and he knows how to score on big men. So they got to respect him. But this is how stupid the Bulls are. You got a little 5'2" man coming to the lane. You got two bigs in the paint. What the F are you taking the position of we got to stop him? You got four Bulls all worried about Brunson. So everybody open. Caruso closed well, but look, you gave up an open shot. Oh, that was a huge rebound. Good defensive block by Vooch, but they couldn't corral the ball. Now, there's 3 minutes to go. The Knicks are up by 5. How does this go left? Zach LaVine doing what he should do, attack the rim. Knicks still up 3 now. Brunson with an ill cross. Gets to the lane, gets fouled, really, but he made the shot. Then some ridiculous foul calls and free throws and none calls for the Knicks. It's a 1-point game with 1 minute to go. Here comes yours truly. Kicks it out for 3. Oh, the payoff. Now, it's a 4-point game with 50 seconds to go. Then comes mysterious fouls and free throws that don't even need to be involved in the game. Now, it's a 2-point game with 32 seconds. That's a foul, ladies and gentlemen. This is a no call on the court. Leads to a fast break. Leads to DeFrozen getting a layup and tying the game at 117. And here it is with the last second of the game. They go to Randolph, who does what Randolph does, pulls another DeRozan, both of them the same player. Whenever the time's on the clutch, don't depend on them. They normally pull it off in the playoffs, but the Knicks make sure like we don't never get there. We go once every 20 years. That's it. Don't ask us to do nothing else. Ask us to do it again. Now we got to go to overtime in a game that should have been ended in regulation. So now, game goes to overtime. Everybody's talking about that last play. Should have been a foul. Should have ended in regulation on a dunk. Brunson hits a layup, running whatever hook layup that was. Oh, DeRozan with a nice spin move in the paint. Knicks are up 3. Too small to have that man on. Oh my God, but it's a wide open 3. Why not? Why not? Hit the front of the rim and went in, and that was really the game. But this is the play everybody's talking about with Caruso. Remember he made that guy slip? Watch what happened to Caruso. Whoop! Good night, Brunson. Thank you for playing EA Sports. Good night. Caruso was, man, yeah, you got me, man. Good one, man. I slid all across that damn floor, man. And the game is over. Just like that. The Frozen disappears, and that's that. People don't realize that DeMar DeFrozen is old now. He's not a young player. James Jones, is he really considered to be young? Okay, we can. Zach LaVine is not a young player anymore. These are not young guys. Vucic or whatever. It's not a young guy anymore. Drummond. These guys are old and they're veterans. Alex Caruso, he's been in the league like 6 years? Probably longer than that. Dragic. Kobe White is still young. I'll put the link in there if y'all wanted to jump in. Yeah, the Bulls might have to break this up because you're paying $500 million. The time to trade Zach LaVine was before you gave him the contract. Teams wanted him. The Bulls are stupid enough to sign a slam dunk champion to about $200 million. That was just really stupid. So DeRozan might be the one that's out, and they might stay with Zach LaVine, which is asinine as it sounds. That's where they're headed. Me too. Thanks, CP.
Yo, what's going on, Karceno?
What's up?
You're gonna have to excuse me because I'm high as fuck. All right.
Okay.
But can you answer this question? I'm not a troll or nothing. I mean, I've been in your comments a lot and I've said a lot of crazy things, but I'm not a troll. Okay. Um, my question is this: Why? What? At what point in LeBron's career, right? Did you say "F this man"? He's not, Hall of Fame bound. He's not the next MJ. At what point in his career did you say that?
After they won the second championship
Mm.
in Miami, I was like, this dude is way overrated. I don't know what the hell he thinking.
Okay.
And when he was thinking, he was really arrogant and really buying into the I'm the king now because he was winning championships to
Right.
validate him before he was humble because he hadn't won anything. Once he won something, now he started to get really arrogant.
Mm.
And then once he started getting arrogant, it was like, oh, dude, you are not what you think you are. Not even close. I have to make excuses for you. Like, no, man, he's young. He'll figure it out. Yeah, he's young right now. Yeah, he's playing like that. Then every season, it was the same thing. He couldn't read a defense. He couldn't read anything.
Oh
He
Lord.
played in the NBA for 7, 8 years in Cleveland before he even went to
But
Miami.
he had no talent around him them 7 years.
Man,
You got it.
eh, eh,
Who he
eh.
had there? Who was a veteran around there that could really school him? There was no Shaq. There was
He didn't need a Shaq. He had veteran players around him. He had Larry Hughes as a veteran. He had Ricky Davis that was a he. That was
all them
So
guys are not
he
all
was only there
stars.
for
None of them are
2 years.
all star help. Like you don't even hear nobody from born in the 2000s and up talk about those players. You
Right. And
won't
Ricky
even
Davis was
hear.
only there for like 2 years at that.
Yeah, and then
But my
Larry
thing
Hughes at
is,
that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why?
he
Larry
had
Hughes
Udoskis, who was great, who was an all star, who
one
played with him.
time.
Yeah, but
That's
he was
Vlade
but
Divac.
he kept
That's
getting
I'm
hurt.
saying
Vlade
he had
Divac.
players that was with him one time.
The
They
problem
weren't
with
they weren't getting to the finals, but they weren't losing because of those players. But these the same people you said he didn't have people around him, but they were winning 60 games a year.
Cena been
So
But
how
that
do
was
you
all
win?
based on him. That was all
Oh,
based on
all
LeBron
LeBron.
back.
LeBron was going
So
all the
LeBron didn't
points,
give
all the
so
rebounds, all
so
the
you did
assists.
not see that Piston game when before he went to the finals and got swept by the Spurs. What did he give the Pistons? What did he give the Pistons in the fourth quarter? Do you not remember?
Man, you gotta stop watching ESPN, man.
Man,
They
Anthony,
man,
I know Anthony McDyess got fouled out, but that's part of the game, son. I remember it.
no,
I
he didn't
worked.
get fouled out. He was thrown out. He was ejected from the game. And that's a man who don't get ejected from games was ejected from the game. And that turned that game around. They were gonna lose that game. And LeBron caught fire. That was one game and he threw up something and it just kept going. Now LeBron couldn't be
Yo,
like
he like
that
think
for
about
no
this.
time in his life. And he threw up something and magically was falling in.
It was magically falling in. It
Yeah, he
just
never done it before in his life. So it was actually going in. He couldn't even believe it. He was like, man, this is great. I don't know what's happening. I was like, I don't know either. But that was a magical game for him. They won. They wanted to put LeBron in the finals. Game 7 was an atrocious game altogether with the referees. But that's needless to say. They moved them, LeBron and Cleveland, to the finals with the Spurs. They got swept, and it was because of LeBron. LeBron
yeah.
was terrible that
But
entire.
nobody was there to pick up the load. Like it was no
Uh,
Skype pimping.
uh,
There was
uh, uh,
Eric Snow and them put up a little bit more than a regular average, but it was never
they
spectacular.
all put up numbers the same or more. LeBron was the one that wasn't putting up his numbers.
and you're talking about a 23-year-old kid here. You're not talking about
You're
somebody.
and you're talking about Popovich coaching a whole
Right.
defense to
A
get somebody.
23-year-old kid who was getting beat by a 19-year-old kid on the other side who won MVP and Tony Parker. A 20-year-old Tony Parker comes in.
He
A
been playing France
19-year-old kid.
overseas and
So
stuff.
we
He
gonna
ain't playing
say
high school
LeBron
ball.
James, we got to give him an excuse for not winning because he's 23 when a 20-year-old is breaking your ankles and winning MVP.
He
But
broke Eric Snow off. He ain't break
Oh, he
Braun
broke
off.
LeBron. He broke the entire
Cino,
team off.
I'll
You
give
act
you.
like he was at. He played France overseas. Like
Tony
in French,
Parker.
it's like Luka Doncic. He's not playing high school ball like freaking John Morant, dog. He been playing professional since he was a teenager. Everything overseas playing basketball is totally different. That's why Kobe is totally different than LeBron. Like Kobe is groomed to play basketball. Like his daddy been playing ball. Like just imagine if somebody in your NBA, like your daddy is an NBA baller. See, no, how you ain't gonna be groomed for the NBA? Like tell me that. That's like unfair. Like comparisons we're comparing people to.
That's right, CP. You said it very clear right here. In 3 of the 4 games, they lost one game by 1 point. They lost 3 of the 4 games by single digits. And that was like, man, all they guys did their parts. If LeBron would have done his part,
No. Cino, you have to remember how many times Z got hurt. I went to a game in 06 against the 76ers. Big Z got hurt in the first quarter. You know how many times this guy got hurt?
And
did
he's
he get
going
hurt
up
in the
against
NBA
Tim
Finals
Duncan.
against the
He's
Spurs?
non-existent. He is
Huh?
not
Did
helpful.
he get hurt in the NBA Finals against
He
the
didn't
Spurs?
get hurt in the NBA Finals, but we have to remember who
He
gave
did
up the
not
basket.
get hurt. So
He
it's
was
what your point is moot at this
No,
point.
no.
But if
It
you took
does not
LeBron off that
have
finals
an
team,
impact.
that
was
team wouldn't be there. That team
LeBron
would
did
not be
not
there.
do what he was supposed
he
to
was
do.
not
If he would have
healthy.
lived up to his numbers, those single digit games, they could have won. But he was not producing.
Who's your favorite player right now?
Like in the NBA completely.
Completely. Mine's is Luka Doncic right now. LeBron is too, but Luka is.
Luka's one of mine, but like overall best player in the league is still Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Luka
It's still,
Doncic,
it's still
Giannis.
a Steph world
Oh,
over
like
here.
Kawhi Leonard, a guy who can't even give you a full season of play, right?
He's still one of the best players in the game.
Okay,
Yeah.
but where's your criticisms on him? He is, but where's your criticism?
Why am I criticizing a man who has a condition, a medical condition?
Oh hell no! Oh no! You ain't say that for Lamar Aldridge. You did not say that for Lamar Aldridge. You said that boy ain't got no heart.
What
And
is
with
it,
LeBron Jaw in 09. You ain't
do
say
you
that.
understand what is his condition, Lamar?
Remember, Lamar Aldridge has a heart condition. similar to like Reggie White, the dude who played for the Celtics who
Well,
passed
why
out.
would he didn't have that. If he had that, he wouldn't have been back on the basketball court.
Right, but he has a heart condition. Needless to say, that's a
No,
medical condition.
he had something like a tremor that they were able to fix with medication. That was not like Reggie Lewis and the rest of them. They didn't have a medication that can allow those guys to continue playing. So there were a more severe situation. And what he had developed, like he had like a blood clot or something in there. They tried to do that and fix that with Bosch. Bosch kept getting blood clots near his heart. And they put the medicine in there, they fixed it, and they thought it was over. Then it came back again. So they couldn't allow him to have it twice because the last thing they want is a player to fall dead on the basketball court in an NBA game. You've seen that happen in college. NBA, not. So there's two different situations.
What about dude on
But
Celtics died in the game?
he played
Didn't
his entire career before that even happened to Aldridge. So Kawhi Leonard has a condition with his knees. It's like an arthritic condition. But
Oh
this man
no.
just came back from an MCL. He just tore his MCL. So I mean, why are you criticizing a guy who tore his MCL?
You like
Because
Grant Hill. I could tell you're a Grant Hill fan just by these coverings for Kawhi.
Why would I not like Grant Hill?
He did not play 7 seasons. Like he did not help Tracy McGrady in that 0-1 Magic run. If he was there, it may have changed the outlook on it. He was not existent. That man did not play. We all know it.
Grant Hill was probably injured in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He had a staph infection that he had to come back from. Then it caused him where he has a scar going all the way up his leg. He had surgery and it got infected and he almost died. He had to get rushed to the hospital. So they had to save his life.
Damn.
So he had to rebuild. He had lost like 30 pounds. He was in the hospital, so he had to try to rejuvenate and get his body back together. So once he made it back to the basketball court, he's got a nasty scar all the way up his leg, man. He almost lost his leg, his life, everything. So he'll come back to be able to play. Yeah, he got injured again and dealt with injuries his career. It's just like a lot of players. You can't fault the players for getting injured.
But the best availability, I mean, what makes you a legend is your availability.
Healthy, and look what happened to him. He was still losing.
Hey, he was healthy, and he still got 4 rings, so it's a lot more than what other people could say. You
want a ring, you can go to the store and buy one. If you want to count that bubble championship thing, you want to count that as a ring, go ahead.
I mean, you don't want to count it as a
nobody.
Okay, can we honor his 1 in 2012 when he came back against the Spurs, put the smackdown on him? Can we count that one? No.
Can we count the one that which one are you talking about? The one that
2012, I think it's 2013 actually, my fault.
2013 when they won when Kawhi Leonard was like a rookie and was killing LeBron James. Yeah, I remember that. And then Ray Allen had to hit the 3.
Hey, up until then, LeBron scored all the points. All right, now that's enough. Steve Kerr hit a shot, but that don't mean he won the finals.
So right before that, LeBron makes 2 turnovers, missed 2 threes. He was choking the entire game, and they was getting ready to roast him badly for choking the game to the Spurs. And Ray Allen bailed him out by sending that game to overtime. So
there's no way he was messing up that bad because Ray Allen wouldn't, even if he hit that 3, wouldn't have won outside the game. If LeBron was causing that much of he's turning over the ball and y'all getting points off of, they would have never been in the game.
Yeah, I mean, y'all only won because Kawhi Leonard missed a free throw. That's it.
That's his fault. That's not my fault. That's not LeBron's fault. That's Kawhi. It sounds like Kawhi.
LeBron made the Spurs. They had the lead. Miami had the lead. They blew it. LeBron kept throwing turnovers, kept taking bad threes, and was missing. He was missing, and he was playing bad. And
we got the win, though, Cino. We got the win.
Yeah, the team got the win. In spite of him choking it up. Ray Allen, he should have bought Ray Allen the car because it saved his career.
But guess what? That's like saying Jordan won.
Trust me,
all them championships on.
I remember it clearly because
come on,
he got saved.
Okay, but did Jordan get saved by Pippen a few times? Am I not? Come on.
No. Name a time Scottie
Steve Kerr saved Jordan. We got that footage. Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr saved that motherfucker. You heard it. So tell me in 95 he do it.
A man that averages 6 points a game.
He hit that one. Will Ray Allen average that season? Maybe 13 or 14. In that upgraded league with less hand checking, that's the same equivalent, dog. At that point of Ray Allen's career.
The game is tied. The game is tied. So Michael Jordan kicking the ball to Kerr to take a shot was like, okay, game tied. They're gonna leave you open. Go ahead, Steve. You can make that shot. It's not like they're losing and they need him to make this shot. That's entirely different. But the thing is, Michael Jordan didn't need to be carried by nobody. Nobody was saving Michael Jordan. See, that's what I'm saying. You watch too much of these sports shows. They mess your brain up.
Oh no.
Oh man, no. I watched the real one. I was out there in like 2013 in Oakland watching that. Like, it was my senior year. I clearly remember that finals. I'm just saying that just to discredit LeBron that whole season up until that point. Even if you say you carried me in the playoffs or finals, you're not in position unless I do my job. You're not. That team is not good without LeBron. If Miami's missing LeBron, they wouldn't have been in that position.
That was probably LeBron's best season, and we've had this discussion. I think with Gilbert Arenas, because he said something stupid. And man,
I remember. I was there. Yeah. I was there.
Yeah, and he said that LeBron's best season was last year, and I was like, "Oh, come on, like that's just stupid." I understand you got to kiss his ass, but that's just dumb.
His best was 27-18 and 08-09.
No, I don't like 20.
And so it was too. Ask LeBron. He said, "I'm gonna go ask LeBron what he said is," because I'm like, "What that gonna mean?" I just told you what it was. I was like, his best season was 2012.
Well, yeah, definitely.
That was his best season. And then LeBron came back and told him the same thing I said. And LeBron said it was either 2016 or 2012.
Please, it was 2012.
And I was like, "What did I tell you?" And I was like, "But did he say last year was his best season?" And he was like, he averaged 30 points last season.
That same season when Steph Curry had came out, and that's when I became a Warrior fan because I was watching that playoffs. Like, damn, I'm in East Oakland. Every time they win, they shooting guns and fireworks. It's going down.
You're an East Oakland fan, but only became a Warriors fan once Steph Curry went to the NBA Finals.
No, he went. No, that's the finals in 2012. When we were at finals we were talking about when they went to the playoffs with I think they went to Denver. And then they went through the Clippers. I think they lost. But they almost beat them that year. I remember that Western Conference Finals. Because I was like, hey, that was a good year to me. I felt like LeBron did his thing that year. He proved his dominance. Like, hey, bro, I'm not just a show dog. I can actually play. And next thing you know, it just decreased. Because he never has a skill. I'm not defending his basketball skills. But I'm saying, dude gonna manage the game like Brady. He ain't trying to just throw the game all the way.
He's gonna high pick and roll all night long, and he's gonna try to run over a point guard and make the game really boring to watch.
He gonna bounce it out. He was always known to dish out like magic. He ain't hitting the hole every time.
No, his thing is I gotta get some of the world's greatest players on my team to play with me at all times.
Hey, he just changed the rule book up. He just changed.
Meanwhile,
terrible.
And hella buzz.
He made the game terrible. The game was not.
But it makes you open your imagination at the same time. It makes you think back, like, what if Kobe and T-Mac would have teamed up, or what if these niggas AI?
I don't want to see Magic and Bird on the same team. I want to see Magic versus Bird. I want to see Isaiah versus Jordan, not Isaiah and Jordan on the same team. That's what the All-Star game.
I want to see Kawhi versus PG. Right? Why we ain't got that?
No, I mean, because unity, y'all preached unity all in the 90s. Now y'all got unity.
Now you talking like, now you being a hypocrite. Now you don't want to see the rabbit with the gun.
I tried to twist around.
Can't nobody else do.
Because
that's what you basically said.
I just told you LeBron's best season was actually after Kyrie left. It was with Jordan Clarkson, Kevin Love, right? Larry Nance Jr. He was hitting buzzer after buzzer. the buzzer in Toronto or in Cleveland versus Toronto. Okay. The series against Boston, young JT and JB. Come on now. We talking about LeBron James that was taking over. It was nobody else.
Okay, well, when you come to buzzer beaters, this is what I hate about buzzer beaters.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole notion about like this makes somebody great because of the buzzer beater. If the game is tied, there is no pressure. If you miss, you go to overtime.
Hella step backs on the Celtics
A real
in the TD Garden.
buzzer beater is we're down. If we miss, we lose. If we hit,
Weren't they down against Boston and he brought them?
those are buzzer beaters.
Guy.
Okay, the game is tied, and I hit a shot when the game is tied does not mean a damn hill of beans to anybody, and it shouldn't. And people got to stop using that.
Okay, we'll explain that. But in that Boston series, he hit a few clutch shots on Jason Tatum, on JB, right? Them threes that brought them back. Because remember,
you mean on a bunch of rookies?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Because people still talk about that dunk that JT
They've never done this before at this level at all, and they should do a dog fight in a Game 7 dog fight with them.
Okay, but LeBron
be the best in the world.
LeBron,
so what's going on?
Hold on. First off, nobody wants LeBron teammates on that team other than Kyrie.
LeBron at 20.
Should have lost Indiana. They shouldn't even have made it to Boston. Boston had them beat, and they didn't even have Kyrie Irving. So that was
the hypocrisy, because you would not criticize JT for being a rookie, but you would criticize LeBron in his third year, right, or his fourth year in the playoffs, leading a team of nobodies, right?
These are nobodies.
They all
we know who they are. We all know who they are, but they're not memorable. They ain't nothing we can talk about. Like, hey, dog, Ricky Davis was playing up. Like Larry Hughes was really about the ball, nigga. Like, no, we did not count on that.
Larry
you didn't count.
Nobody.
You did not.
He just averaged 20-some points a game. But yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Oh,
Larry Hughes didn't get there to like 06 though, 07.
Yeah, I'm talking about when Larry was there.
Right.
But when they played in the finals,
at that he went there.
Yeah, what year you think LeBron went to the NBA Finals?
It was 07.
It was 07.
But before that, when he went to the playoffs, before that in 06.
I'm like
thinking about playoffs in 06. What happened?
I'm saying though, but you would criticize him at that point for not making it that far. But at the same time,
no, I did not.
Come on.
Here's what you're not understanding. I didn't root against LeBron like that. Like you wanted him.
Oh, you wanted him to succeed. So when did you switch on him? When did you switch?
In 07.
When we first started this whole your first question, I told you once he won the second championship, that's when it all turned. He became arrogant.
No,
that's where it went left. That first 7 years, I knew what he was. I knew he was. I knew I'm like, oh, he'll get better. This is his first time. He's young, but I wanted him to succeed because he had a lot of people that didn't want him to make it because he was 18.
No, that's not what it is.
I rooted for the kid to make it. I rooted for him to come out and do good. I was like, I hope he do good. I'm glad they got him at home because that way he ain't got the pressure being someone in the whole town. He don't know anybody, so he can feel more at home. They can ease him into this. Because there's a lot of pressure on him. They put a lot of marketing on him for an 18-year-old kid. That was a lot of pressure. So I was the one that was giving him the leeway.
Pistons at the Chesapeake or the Little Caesars arena, which it is now, but the Palace, right? Mm-hmm. It was when he beat y'all then, because you probably betted a whole bunch of money in your parlay against.
I know everyone makes that analogy. They think that's when
I don't think he did, because I remember that time period of time. It's hard to hate LeBron because he was so young, and when they were so much hype in 04.
No, here's the thing. I didn't hate LeBron at the time at all because I didn't view LeBron as nothing. I got the picture I got upstairs right now with me and the Pistons. It's right after we eliminated the Bulls right here in Chicago, and LeBron was next. I was like, all right, we got LeBron next, so this should be about 5-6 games, and he'll be out. Nobody had them even beating Detroit. It was like, all right, we're going back to the finals. We're gonna get C-Webb his ring, and we got this. We ready for these Spurs. Get our revenge on those Spurs because we should have 2 rings. So we going back. So I'm not even thinking that this is a competition because we got way too many weapons. And the way the game was being officiated was, to help the Cleveland Cavaliers even stay in the game. And then it just fell apart. Like they thought the game was over again. They took the foot off the gas. LeBron just started hitting crazy shots in that game 6. They threw McDyess out, who was locking them down. So after that, the whole game fell apart, and that was that. They won. They put them in there, but I knew the Spurs was going to humiliate them. I'm like, that's a boring finals. I'm like, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get people used to the idea of seeing LeBron in the NBA finals, but the league put all their stock into LeBron. And the reason why they did that was because they were waiting for Kobe. They were waiting for the Colorado to die.
I remember that Colorado situation happening. I literally remember them putting Kobe on the shelf and like they didn't give him no help until the case was over. It was like he capped up, and then he was averaging like 38, almost 40 points.
Stole his MVPs, gave him the Nash.
Shaq be arguing saying that's his MVP. I always say, Shaq, that was over, dog.
Shaq ain't get no MVP. You got no excuse. I'm like, Shaq to me is just the most overrated player that probably in the history.
He just was so strong. That's the only thing I can say about the game. He's so strong. Like he was the only big.
Shaq should have been averaging 50 a night.
He can't hit no free throw. He can't hit the free throw.
It wasn't about free throws. He should, as soon as they throw the ball to him in the post, dunk. There was
they're gonna foul him before he even get the ball in his hand. You already seen that game.
You got Brian Grant on him all night. I'm like, dog, you got power forwards guarding you. When he came in the league, there was David Robinson, there was Akeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing. They was treating Shaq like he was.
He went against Rick Smith, but it was the old Rick Smith. Rick Smith was hard. I will give him.
Rick Smith gave him the business.
I know. I watched the finals.
Yeah, and after the finals, Rick Smith retired because his feet was destroyed. He's like, I can't get my feet.
He come up and under. He come up and under on Shaq on the left. Kiss the glass.
Every big man had a move. Hakeem had the shake. David Robinson had his jump shots. You had
Shaq got the elbow.
Right. Shaq got a bowl and a dunk.
Called the Black Tornado. What's that mean? I'm about to turn around and elbow you. I don't sound very fair.
Man, like everybody, big man had skills. He was just had no footwork, nothing.
So who's your favorite big man then? If you say Shaq is not cool.
Only thing about Shaq is that he was athletic when he first came in the league. He got to LA and got fat as hell, and then
got money,
started dunking the ball. And then I was like, okay, because when he came to LA, he still wasn't winning.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't winning. You know why he wasn't. You know why he wasn't winning.
Yeah, I know why he wasn't winning because of him.
What?
He's sorry.
He's sorry. Okay. Now we can't say Shaq he wasn't giving people 30. Like you can't stop him from getting 30. Even back then you couldn't stop him from really getting 20, 25. I mean, unless you were Dennis Rodman.
They played against the Chicago Bulls and Dennis Rodman.
I knew you was gonna pick Rodman.
He hit his ass up.
That's the only thing he gonna do. They pay him to do nothing but play defense. He don't shoot the ball. He ain't supposed to dribble it. He ain't supposed to do nothing but rebound and bow you in the back. He pestering.
But if I told Dennis Rodman I need you to get 15 tonight, Dennis Rodman had 15 points.
Cause he gonna put up them rebounds. He get 20 rebounds. He can tell him you can't put up 5 of them, dog. You caught 5 offense.
Dennis Rodman can't shoot. Dennis Rodman can shoot the basketball.
No, he up close. Nigga, leave him open. I promise you, leave him open. We gonna be tested today.
Rodman used to shoot threes just for the hell of it. It would hit him. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like Rodman could actually score. He averaged 20-some points and came in college.
In college, he went to a junior college. Don't be playing.
He put up 20 points, 20 rebounds in a game. Dennis Rodman used to score. He came there to the Spurs and everything. He was just like, look, y'all can score all the points. I don't want to be dealing with anybody arguing about I'm not getting shots. Look, y'all can do all the scoring. Y'all won't. I just want to play defense. Anyway, so I don't care about scoring and points. They was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm going to take some of Dennis shots.
So like that doesn't make any like basketball sense. Like you can't do that no more. There's no player in the league like Patrick Beverly, for instance, on the Lakers is a liability because this man ain't gonna get me more than 10. Nigga, it's an arcade league, like you
don't need
said.
him to score. You need Patrick Beverly to be doing at least what he should have been doing is playing defense. He getting cooked this season. They got that boy on the grill getting cooked.
Because he was talking too much.
Yesterday, they were
He
going
was talking
around
too
him.
much.
He looking like what he called Chris Paul. He looking like a
cone
out there.
I said it before. I said it with Westbrook. Like you just be pestering. Like you're up on him. People playing hand checking, and the league is funny about hand checking because they'll let a person like Klay Thompson or Pat Bev hand check you.
No,
but if
Russ is old and his knees are gone.
Hold on, man. We know that.
Russ is doing a lot to keep his knees. You know, this man had major surgeries on both his knees. This man did the best he could, and like it is hard for him. That you see him every time he come out the game. My man got ice just dripping all around his knees. He's just ice in his knees. Also, just so he can get back in the game and play. So
you look like Kobe Bean over there. I don't think he ready. I don't think I like that sight. I remember when I seen Kobe like that. Like, Kobe, I love you, dog, but it look over.
Kobe was done because he started doing he went
stem
to Germany.
surgery.
That's how it extended his career. But the platelet that he was replacing and infusing, and then they inserted back that treatment he was getting instead of getting the surgery and getting his knee drained and all that stuff. They were taking those platelets and putting them back into his legs, which had rejuvenated him for a while. He was back dunking. He was like, man, I ain't got no pain in my knees.
I remember that. He dunked on the Brooklyn Nets that season. I remember that. Yeah.
He was back. But when you keep doing that, that's the problem that they don't tell you about cloning. And people didn't understand that. When everybody remember, like, man, they cloned the sheep. The very first thing they did was clone that sheep. And they never told you anything that happened with that sheep. That sheep died so quick. They didn't tell people that. And then they cloned something else. And then that died. And they ended he's like, okay, we got to figure out why these things dying so fast. Die way quicker. Because when you clone something, even though it starts small, the cells have the age of what you cloned it from.
So he's like a 4-year-old clone trying to.
Exactly. So that sheep was the same age, even though it was just born, had the same age as the doggone, because all the cells in there. So it just doggone died.
That's crazy.
Because quicker, and that's when they realize, oh, we making mistakes. So even if you take someone's cells or your own cells and they run it in there and they make something anew, it's still aged. It still got your age to it. So now when you put it in, it's going to work, but it's going to tear it right back down quicker. And it kept happening. Kobe would get it every year, and it would not have the same effect as it did the first time he did it. And it got.
He wouldn't have had he would never been as hurt up like that if they would have let that Chris Paul trade go through. I remember being in the room seeing that rescinded. I was hot.
That's what really did him in is Kobe knew that something was going to happen. Like people just say, man, my Achilles just tore. It doesn't happen that way. You get a warning. Your Achilles be sore. And you know it'd be sore. Like when Kevin Durant knew, like, man, his Achilles, remember he wasn't playing in the finals?
He came in.
The first game he come back, he tears.
He blew
it. Same thing happened with Kobe. Kobe was trying to get the Lakers in the playoffs. And he was playing crazy before that. Like he was putting up big numbers. And they was winning games because he was trying to get the Lakers into the playoffs. He wanted one more finals run, like one more playoff run in his career. So he's like, I just want one more playoff run, and
bro, not really my Achilles, bro.
So he was pushing it, and he knew he had pushed it to the limit, past his limit, the game before that. Because his Achilles was throbbing.
It was,
like, oh my God, my Achilles was throbbing. And he's like, I knew. So when it happened in the game, late in the fourth quarter, and he's like, and I felt it. He's like, I knew right away.
Yeah, that man. That was a lot of pain. That man just sat there and act like it wasn't, because most people gotta get carried off that flow.
It's more than just the pain.
The next day,
it really don't hurt that much at first. Like, because it feel like somebody kicked you. Like,
you look back like, what the fuck?
And then you don't really feel it right away. Until you try to walk. You can't really walk. if it's torn all the way, you
Mhm.
can't really walk and like because you can't bend.
Yeah.
You can't bend your leg, so
You
you
can't
just
put no force on it at all. No
right.
pressure.
So you really using the weight of your leg. You got to lift your whole leg up just to move your foot.
I was
You
dragging
know?
my.
Right. So
Ugh.
dragging it is gonna hurt. So you got to
Yeah,
lift it till you get
it was
to a
bad.
certain point. Like he wanted to walk off on his own strength, but that's like
Mhm.
that's hella pain
Mhm.
because once you tear a muscle, buddy, I've seen what happens.
Mhm.
Like and then the muscle is jumping in your leg, like it's jumping like this because it's trying to attach back
Other
to the
part.
muscle. So the muscle is just
Yeah.
jumping.
Mhm.
So normally you got to get surgery like right away because
Mhm.
if you don't get surgery right away, that muscle could be dead, and then you mess up your leg. So you got to have surgery right away, and that's like a year recovery.
Yeah.
It's about a whole year to recover from something like that.
It's the strongest
Wow.
test in your body too.
But I look at LeBron, I give him the credit. Out of all the legends we talk about, he didn't really start suffering until like pretty much after the maybe 13th or 14th, like I say around that year.
After
13,
the
14
groin
year.
went downhill.
Yeah, it's just he went late down his career though. Like Kobe was suffering from injuries up until I think even in the finals when he made it against Boston, lost. He was hurt. He was hurt in that finals when they lost in
That's
Boston
because
'08.
Kobe plays, he trains harder, and he runs himself into the wall. Like he really put a lot of wear and tear on his body to be
Mhm.
great every night. That's
And
the thing
fatigue.
about Kobe. He trained as hard as he played, and he played defense. Just like he guarding point guards, everything. Like he's guarding the best players.
Mhm.
LeBron was never that guy.
He
LeBron is
he
I'm
could.
taking it easy.
Yeah, I
Y'all,
remember when he guarded Sofalosa in the finals with Durant and them. I was like, I questioned it. I was like, where your heart at, son? Where you Durant here? Why you ain't trying to? That's the young nigga. They say they better than you, dog. That's what Jordan and Kobe would have lived for. Like, oh Vince, they say
right,
Vince better than me. Nigga, let's go.
right. LeBron just waiting to get the ball on offense so he can get his freight
Yeah,
train on, run his high pick and roll 4
I
hours.
can't blame him and make him look good on Sports Center when he come through the lane full force on like it's nothing you can do.
Yeah,
But
'cause
Kobe always said, "What you do to stop a train is stop the motion. Like don't let it get in motion. Don't let the train get in motion. That's how you stop a train."
exactly. And that's what he did. And he showed you. Because in that doggone All-Star game in that
Also,
fourth quarter, he was like, I'm finna show all y'all who keep thinking LeBron James could beat me in a
he tried to
one-on-one.
do that chase down block on him. I just remember he did that. Kobe went for a dunk. The same All Star game you're talking about. He comes.
Mhm.
LeBron's trying to chase down block him. He catches the dunk. Boom, dunks all on him. Slap him on the
Yeah,
butt. Nice try, young
yeah, the
fella.
pick and roll. See, he thought he could pick Kobe off, and that was it. Like on a pick and roll, just like, oh, let me get a pick. So they came and said a pick. Kobe fought through the picks and got right back on LeBron. It was
I'm
like,
on this
you
hip.
don't have to prove it now.
He
You gonna
moving
have
his hush
to show
puppies.
me. Come show me what you can do to me. And LeBron couldn't even get any motion, nothing. And it was all because LeBron's little smart Alec remark he made too that really pissed Kobe off. When they was like, well, who's the guest player? He was like,
Kobe
Kobe
now.
Bryant. For now. Like, for now. When he said that, well, Kobe Bryant for now.
Oh, for real? That was that '08. That was that '08 season. I remember it. It was so vivid.
Man.
It was so. It was right after the Dream Team had the Redeem Team, not the Dream Team, Redeem.
Yeah.
They came out, and I was like, okay, Bron talking that shit. Then next thing you know, Kobe came out there that year. They finally tried to. I think they gave him his MVP. I think they gave him that MVP that season. They came into the Redeem Team, but that season, I don't think that was LeBron's first MVP.
Yeah, Kobe and LeBron relationship didn't fall out until he went to Miami.
LeBron's first was 09.
So
Yeah,
when
yeah, that was that
LeBron went
year.
to Miami and joined with Wade
But
and Bron,
that changed the whole outlook on everybody on LeBron. That's
that's
why you.
why he never there was a distance between them two ever because he even when he retired, Kobe brought that up. So his last speech on the floor in a Laker uniform, he sat right there and said, "Look, I'm talking about the down years because we didn't
Yeah.
run, you know,
No.
we got ours the right way. We won the right way." And I was like, yeah, that's what he was proud of.
Man, but Kobe won a route that nobody. I felt like the NBA put him in position. Like they ain't do that for Allen Iverson. Like it felt like Kobe, because I remember being a young boy. He was the golden boy. Like Kobe could do no wrong up until that Colorado situation that just made
He
him a little
couldn't because
thug.
he was a
LeBron
Laker.
was the golden boy here in Ohio. All right, I don't know about no Kobe. We
Like
had Bubblicious gum specifically named after LeBron, and you can get it on eBay right now for like $200. It's rare. All right, Bubblicious. It was like strawberry lemonade. I used to get that shit
yeah.
all the fucking time.
But nah, I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I'm saying Kobe literally up until like think about it. Kobe literally was put in a position where all right, you're a rookie. You're coming in with Shaq. You got Eddie Jones. We got Van Exel. These are already proven players, even if they're not all stars. They're proven players that were already there before Kobe. He's
Mhm.
put in place then his system, his team. His team got Rick Fox, Robert Ory, Horace Grant, Shaq. By the time Kobe is grooming, like it's like, bro, you put in position, bro. Like you have to step up. Like Shaq talking that shit to you. Who's that nigga? You gotta be great. I just had Penny. Like, come on, like he had pressure on him. LeBron had to do it his way. It was like
Well,
Allen
see,
Iverson
Shaq don't
almost.
realize that we had a who was better player, Kobe or Penny
I was
Hardaway.
in there.
Yeah, and Penny to me was just unbelievable because Penny had a poised game already, but he played at Memphis and went to Memphis University. Kobe came straight out of high school and then had to sit basically for 2 years playing behind, Eddie Jones. So he never got a chance. Like Iverson's putting up 40 a night and doing this, and Kobe like, man, this could be me. I need to be
Boy,
great.
Kobe ain't got that AI effect. Like we all seen it back when AI was that even Kobe admitted, like, I ain't got that. He's relentless. From time we say buzzer, like tip off, he's running up and down the floor 100 miles per hour. It's like he never stopped. He pestering. Even if you throw the ball, you throw a little outlet pass lazy, like that little Steph Curry over the head, AI used to be chasing them down like a cornerback.
Yeah,
Like
he was because he played
football.
cornerback in football. He actually was good enough to go to college. He had a scholarship to go to college for football and basketball. They made him stop playing football because they didn't want him to get hurt, but he returned punts and he was the cornerback for the football team. I mean,
Yeah.
so he was getting interceptions, running them back. He was man. AI was incredible. So he played both sports
He
when
said
he
he was
was in
Mike Vick before
college.
Mike Vick. You know anybody, you know him, Chuck. But I'm saying, like, when you look at Allen Iverson's game, just Kobe, them first 2 years, I don't think he would have. This because he's not playing the same position as AI. Because even though AI is a two, they're gonna run him at the one because you ain't letting nobody 6 foot guard Jordan and all that extra shit. Like you just don't want that. So Kobe's in a different position. He doesn't have the ball in his hands much. So I don't think he's in position to score. I didn't think. No, I think they did the right thing. I think Dale, even though Dale Harris, the coach that year, he took the blunt of that problem. He saw what we all saw. Like Kobe has the opportunity to be a great player. It's just not right now. He airballed them 2 3 points and cost that man that job. Kobe better buy him a goddamn car.
No, that didn't cost him his job. The thing about him is what cost him his job was Dennis Rodman. He did not want to coach Dennis Rodman on the Lakers. He brought Dennis Rodman on the Lakers, and it was nothing but fighting. Kobe Bryant and Dennis Rodman didn't get along.
Cause he
Uh,
don't work.
Shaq,
You
Shaq
knew if
was
Jordan didn't
like,
like him. You knew Kobe wasn't gonna like him.
oh, they got there. They were like, when he came there, they were fighting. Like Kobe and Shaq was arguing and fighting every day, and Rodman was like, "Y'all crazy." Because they
He
was
said,
mad at Rodman because
Yo,
Rodman could do whatever he want. I'm like, dude, he's sleeping with Jenny Buss, so of course he could do what he want to do. Rodman got a movie coming out. Rodman like, look, I don't need this. I got like a movie coming out. I got to know what I'm gonna do.
I knew I
I don't
wasn't tripping as a little
need
kid.
it. Like I slept with her. She told me, look, you blew my back out. I want you on the team. He was
But
like, all right, I
that
guess.
it's crazy. It's crazy that you mentioned that because I just remember back in those days, like that 97, 98 period, it felt like Dennis Rodman was the biggest thing in the world because that's the only player for some odd reason every kid knew. And you
I was
mentioned
born
that
at
before, and I was one of them kids that was like, I did remember that nigga as a little kid because you play on the games with him. He had
In
the green
Chicago,
hair,
Dennis Rodman surpassed Michael Jordan in popularity.
popularity. Yeah.
He stopped traffic. We used to have the wall where they paint like all this artwork. This artist used to do it off the expressway. and it would be all this different artwork on there. Then he finally had the Dennis Rodman one. He did. And when he finished that one, it was like Dennis in a suit with the sleeves ripped off. And it was sitting on the side of the sidewalk on the expressway. It caused accidents. People were like, man, we got to take that down. They had to take it down almost immediately. Jordan loved it. Jordan was like, good. Somebody getting some attention off me? Great. I don't want none of it. Jordan at that point that's when I say Jordan is done. He normally was an egomaniac, wanted attention all the time. That stuff was done. He was burnt out by 98.
He also turned into wrestling too.
Yeah, he was tired of the fame and everybody watching him. And he's like, I don't like this no more. I'm like, yeah, see, you like it till you don't like it no more. He's like,
I mean, that's why you not trying to be DJ Academics. That's your kind of your reason too. Like, yeah, you want attention, but you don't want to be famous in that type of form of fashion. You don't want to go that route.
I never wanted to be famous.
You rather be rich than famous.
Rich, and I knew that since the first grade. First grade, I said that. And I was like, "What you want to be?" Because they said I saw the Disney World commercial. I was like, Disney World. We always go to Six Flags, you know. I'm like, Six Flags. That's all we knew. So I was like, man, I want to go to Disney World. Like, let's go to Disney World. And I remember my mom like, you gotta be rich to go to Disney World. I'm like, all right, then I gotta get rich. That's how they tell people back in the projects. And back in the day, black folk, we told
got it.
You gotta be rich to get that. You gotta be rich. That's just eliminate any asking about going no more.
That just kill all the fun away from you all day.
Don't even ask about Disney World. You gotta be rich to go.
Damn.
I was like, all right, well, man, I gotta get rich so I can go to Disney World. So they was like, so you gonna be famous one day? I'm like, I want to be rich.
Man, I feel bad for R. Kelly because the reason why I seen your recent video on DJ Academics, and I'm not gonna lie, sorry to get off subject, but I feel like Diddy should go down like R. Kelly, yo. He dates some young ass girls. Just they all got like, we don't talk about this as a black community, but we all knew back in the 80s. Them dope dealers used to pull up to the school. My mama still talk about the dope dealers pull up to the school, girlfriends, boyfriend picking them up in cars. And it ain't just the young girl, it's an old dog. It's an old dude that a girl messed with in high school. And it's weird. We accept that as a community, but then as a criminal law, it's not really like legal. But as a black community, we stay silent about that one. We all know about it. The crack epidemic messed it all up.
Well, here's the thing.
It goes way beyond that, for real.
From Diddy dating a young girl, from, you know, him dating a young female, and
R. Kelly dating a young female, technically, what he was doing ever since they said
Kelly
he couldn't do that.
15 and 14-year-olds. You know, like, that's a major difference. Diddy dating legal women.
Oh, R. Kelly was doing the same thing after they look
like, I'm just saying what they trying to get him with now.
That's what I'm saying. Now, back then, I understand that was
innocent of all the other stuff he done. They just didn't. This had nothing to do. This had nothing to do. Like the Chicago cases, they could throw that out. That was all political. This had nothing to do with these women, and we want to stop R. Kelly from her. This had nothing to do with that. Because if they cared, they'd have did it back in '94 when it was really going down. They used full testimony. They had people that was paid to lie. They tried to pay me to be on Surviving R. Kelly. And I'm like, R. Kelly, what the hell I need to be on there for?
Yo, my ex-girlfriend from Chicago, her people's, the ones who moved to Africa, I dated her like little cousin, or the one that's like, yeah, I dated the cousin off that series. I know what you're referring to, but I said they could have got him back in '01 when he peed on the girl, and we was all making fun of it. It was live on TV. We made fun of it. We made jokes of that. That's how like desensitized we were back at that time. That's why I hate.
Sold in New York on DVD.
Really?
It was sold everywhere, man. And bootleggers had it. It had R. Kelly music videos on the thing, and everything. I remember. Oh man, I'm about to say his name.
I grew up in
I
it was horrible down
like,
there.
hey man, watch this DVD, man. It's the R. Kelly movie. It was called the R. Kelly movie.
The
And
movie.
it was showing like him in the studio, and it was like I'm thinking, okay, this is like what, a sex tape or something. And it was the weirdest sex tape of it. It was like thinking it is be a girl dancing, and he's filming, and it's like two of them. It was crazy. Like it got real X-rated.
Then
and
I
then
said
other scenes with like other chicks, and it was like, wait a minute, now, that ain't the same girl that was in the other scene. Now who is this one? Then it came the peeing scene, and the girl, she was just loving it. Like I'm like, who is this? Like,
this
what
is
is this?
disgusting.
I didn't know anybody. I didn't know what was going on. It's like the Little Fizz thing, you know. I'm like, I didn't know what that was. It was like Little Fizz is trending. I'm like, what are you trending for? What are you having? I was like, somebody's leg, some hairy dude leg. What's happening here? And they was like, this dude shows his butthole. I'm like,
oh Lord.
Wow.
Lord. Oh Lord. That boy ain't right.
Hair everywhere. Nothing. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I was like, why is this even on the internet? Like, why?
How'd you get this? Who took a picture like this? How'd you get this picture?
Picture one. Who? Why? Is it the why? The who? What? Why?
How'd you get the camera to even do that? Like, how could you take a picture like this?
I'm mad. I had to sit there and click to watch it the damn one time. It's going down. I want to see this.
You got to clear your search engine now. They're going to be pulling up other suggestions.
Right. Showing people where Chris Stokes used to live.
Oh, Lord. See, they make fun of that, too, as a community. Like, nobody ever punished him. They not coming after Chris Stokes. Oh, yeah, Raz B, look a boy. I remember when they made that live on the radio, we, like, literally were dying in Atlanta when Young Jock made the song saying that. We were, because when B2K was the group, we would always say B2K. Oh, them niggas B2K. I was like, these niggas too.
And we said that before we even knew anything. And when we found out everything, we were like, oh, they really was B2K.
I knew it.
We knew it.
I was like, them niggas had their eyebrows arched. I was like, oh no, I knew something was going on. Can't gloss me up like that. Somebody would have had. You seen the new edition? You could tell they were bucking. I mean, it didn't look like Bobby Brown wanted to get his makeup on.
Different. Like we met Omarion, and I remember we met them, Marcus Houston, because Kel is in the music video with them. That was his first time being seen as a rapper.
Who, Kel Mitchell?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that Good Burger video. I remember that. I had
Good Burger. Dude, yeah. So we met Immature. And then we did that straight. We met Immature, then I never met Raz B, Little Fizz, none of them. I met Omarion, and I met Marcus Houston and the rest of the Immature group. Okay. So we met them.
Brandy put that boy eye out. I would have sued her. You never know about me. But I remember the Immature group.
Marcus Houston was Batman. Yo, Batman. I'm like, Batman.
Oh yeah, with a
name like that. That was the first thing I ever said to him in life. Marcus Houston was right there. They was like, and I think Kel was like, yeah, man, yeah, that's Batman. That's your stage name? Is Batman? How the hell you get away with that? You get away with that?
Batman.
He was like, Batman. I don't know, I'm Batman. Like I was like, somebody gave you that name.
I was like, that don't sound like you.
In hell, they gonna let somebody walk around here and be like, I'm the artist Batman. I'm like, man, Warner Brothers will sue the living hell out you. Somebody get paid.
Publishing dollars. But I'm saying, like, when you look at Omarion and Marcus Hughes, they set up the groups pretty similar. Immature, he was the lead. Then they had Omarion, nigga. Ain't nobody singing other than Omarion all these songs. So they did the same thing twice. Chris Stokes had a formula, I guess, like Diddy, Hit Factory.
Yeah, man. That's vintage. Vintage. Yep, that was vintage. Chris
But I just don't look at how we turn a blind eye to that. Like, we look at Diddy like, we ain't gonna say nothing, Diddy. You dating the same girl as your son. We just gonna accept that. Nobody gonna say shit to that man.
It's Hollywood. They don't care. Like, they don't even care. Like, he 50 and she 20. Like, right now, the chick he
I said that.
Right.
I said you keep
They don't
doing it.
care
Like
about that.
I look at old dudes like that. Like as I'm older now, I'm like, you a predator, bro. Because I could do the same thing, and I look at myself like that's just too easy. That's like playing. That's like LeBron playing with the JV team. Like for real, I'm just taking
I mean,
advantage.
shoot, when I'm 50 and getting up there in my 50, I'm be Diddy age. I'm be like, shoot, she think I got money.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
that's his
did he?
business. As long as she over that range,
No.
She
I don't know
27,
anything
Oh.
about
I'm
this
be
man's business.
27. I'd be like, long as I didn't know her as a baby. That
Oh
was the
Lord.
weirdness.
Oh Lord. Don't bring it home to mama. She gonna say something to you. I got great faith in that.
That
She gonna
Diddy
look at
dirty
you.
money.
Nah, I couldn't see myself dating that young. Like somebody in their 30s.
Yeah.
Like,
You said 20s?
nah,
20s.
20s I couldn't do
You
that.
said she in her
I can't
20s?
date
I
20
thought she was
something
Yeah.
probably
now.
like 25 or something.
Girls in their 20s now,
Feel
man,
like,
they got so much energy, and it's unnecessary energy. I'd be like,
yeah,
relax.
yeah.
like,
Some of their
down.
minds don't be there for me. I
oh, you
couldn't
ain't
even
gonna be
separate the two. I'd be like,
you
yeah,
ain't gonna
it
be
ain't on my
spending enough
level
money
enough.
for them, you ain't gonna spend enough money. Them
Oh
young
no,
girls gonna hate
I
you.
definitely.
They gonna hate
Man.
you. Yeah, you gonna have to go
Oh
with them
yeah,
old women.
IG models, man, they come at me all the time, and they be trying to get me to buy, and I'll be like, the negotiations ain't going well. I'll be like, she was
Why
like,
you deserve
I'm
this?
thinking, like, you fly me out, and then it'll be 1,200 for the dinner. I need a hotel room. I mean, dude, they got all these things, and I'm like, I was thinking like, whenever you come to town, or if I'm in your town or something, you can come to a
Let me.
hotel room, get your back blown out, and I'll take you to dinner and a movie. That's about it.
He said no cash
Movie
apps.
is free.
He said no cash
Movie is
apps.
free. I got a coupon for that, and we can go eat at this restaurant.
But
And
you
that's
gotta
about it.
admit, like you don't want your.
And
As
the
much as
room.
I criticize this because you don't want your daughter to date somebody who you ain't gonna pay for my daughter to come see you. No, dog, don't go over there, baby. He ain't trying to spend no money on you. He really don't love you like that. That's what I'm.
Damn right, I don't love
I
her like that. I just
mean,
met her.
yeah, that's a whole different
Stay away.
situation. You gonna give her, that's
I'll
gonna
be
be a whole different
love.
mindset.
Oh
Salute
Lord.
HD.
Hey,
Like
hey,
love. I'm like, well, she auditioning herself on goddamn IG. What you talking about?
Love got to
what?
do it.
What's damn, that's messed up, y'all. Y'all
I
gotta
be
show a little
love.
heart.
I was like, I gotta treat the bus
She
down with
got to grow up
respect.
sometime.
God damn.
Got
Too
to raise her
short.
up, man. Got to prepare her, man.
See, this is how you get canceled right here in 2020. They ain't trying to spend money. They just want to blow your back out. They using us for our stuff, our power. You see, that's how we get
I be
canceled,
like,
fellas.
that's what
Rather
you're
be honest
offering.
at the door than faking it. Shoot, I ain't trying to do all
No.
That's
that.
what
Waste
they
time.
offering on the line. I'll be, that's right.
See, they gonna be saying we doing the same thing. They showing off they fancy cars. He got this big mansion. He loves showing off. Look at that big stairwell. Look, they over there tricking right now, looking at you. They price valuing you. They doing the audit on you right now, Cino.
Now,
And
Cino, have
then,
you ever? Oh, go ahead.
no, you good.
No, I was just gonna say, like, adding to that, on the flip side, have you ever, like, taken a shorty out just to enjoy being out with her, just to, have a good time, and not
Yeah.
even on some like, I'm trying to smash or anything like that, just
Just
relaxing,
do it.
enjoying the time.
Right.
Yeah, because that
We
happens
just did that.
sometimes for me
We
too.
just did that the other night. I go out and do that a lot.
Yeah, I be on
Because
that
that's what
type
I
of time
do.
too.
Like, it ain't like we go out every night and just
You give her
like,
gas money. You give her gas money to get back,
Say gas
get back
money.
home.
no, you got a job.
Hold up, they all got a job.
She drove.
Yeah, I'm saying she drove. She
met
drove her
me.
car.
Right,
All right, so
me.
she meets
You met her
you.
there.
So you never gave a girl no gas money when she meets you somewhere like, hey baby, I want to make sure you get home safe. It's $20, just in
Hell
case you
no.
get.
Because 9 times out of 10, they either I'm picking them up, so they riding with me, or they drove their own car, and they like the women got their own gas money. If I dated a girl that asked me for gas money, I'm like the women I date don't move like that. Like they don't. Right? They ain't like I left
When
my
I
purse.
move, you
You
move.
got $20, like no, and I the girl. No,
No.
they don't move like that. they got their own money.
See, that's why you ain't dating
As
young
they
girls. I can
should.
tell y'all ain't dating no young girls. Cause
No,
all of them gonna tell me the same thing. They're gonna be like, I got my own stuff. They gonna name out a bunch of bills. Ooh, I gotta pay this, that, third. I live
Oh
with
yeah,
Mom Dukes.
I've been in the strip club, so I'll hear the whole script. And I'll be like,
Oh,
man, you got a lot to do.
what you
Yeah,
gonna do about it?
yeah. They
See, that nigga trying
Don't work
he
on
ain't
me.
right. Why
they
you ain't
more
gonna
focused on
pay?
school bills and rent and everything. That
I don't
type of
like to.
mindset.
Mm-mm.
Oh, this dude came so late with the joke. Wah, wah, wah.
They
Yeah.
wanted.
I'm like, dude, no, they wanted me on there because they
Oh,
wanted my videos. They saw that video I did
with R.
about
Kelly
the
and
girl that was,
Aaliyah.
yeah. And
Yeah, the first
then
one.
they was coming after Jay-Z. They looked at the Jay-Z
Cino
Fox.
would think. I think it's crazy.
Surviving Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I think I actually know the person that like you're referring to. Like the person that you said left. I actually think I date that girl's cousin. I actually think I do. I'm not. I believe so very strongly because she moved away.
Small
She went
world.
to out of the country, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. Because
Sounds
the
like a
girl I'm
small
talking
world.
about, the one girl that they were concerned about was the one that first won the very first lawsuit. She lived on the same street as me. So the other girl from LA, the one that he had that was like 17, like I don't know what he was even talking to her for.
The one from Chicago. That's the one I think I for sure know that one. That's why the one you're referring to right now. I think I know that
Yeah,
girl.
they
That's
had
her
her
auntie.
on the second part of it, and that's what I'm like. Oh, they went and found her. So I'm like, okay, 'cause no,
She
they
live in
the
Atlanta.
person,
Oh, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that.
yeah,
She's local now. She's local.
okay, the person that contacted me was a private investigator. So he was, I'm like, how you get my number? He's like, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't get your number.
Mm.
So he came and he was trying to ask me questions about Jay-Z and them. And I'm like, dude, I don't be trusting none of these people calling me, being who they actually is. And I'm like, dude, you telling me to come to New York, meet you in New York. You can't tell me you're going to pay me over the phone, which means he's like, but trust me, you're going to be happy. I'm like, I'm going to be happy. Oh,
He
thanks,
said,
HD. Boom.
man. So
Sound
you
like
ain't
Davey
sell
trying
out,
to reach out to
Cino?
get more information.
You ain't sell out, Cino? Ain't
Hell
like you
no,
like R.
I
Kelly.
didn't. I put him on the line with my lawyer. I said, talk to my lawyer because I don't know if they finna try to sue me or what's happening. I'm like, this is the Jay-Z lawyer because right after that, I got Jay-Z's lawyer hit me up.
Oh shit, he
And they
Yeah,
was
compared
you
me.
talking
be feeling
Ghetto
like they on
boy.
the other line.
Ghetto boy.
about suing me over surviving Jay-Z. That's why I had to change the name of surviving Jay-Z. And that's how I found out he went back to the hyphen. He had to, because before they took the hyphen out of his name. And I was like, I put the hyphen in because he wasn't the hyphen no more.
He
They said,
got it
oh, he went
back.
back to that. He went back to having the hyphen in between Jay-Z now. Because
Yeah,
before
Nick
he was
Cannon actually confirmed that
without
too.
the hyphen. Yeah, he was Jay-Z without the hyphen for a while. Then he went back to it because he didn't own it. Def Jam owned it. So he had to go and buy that back.
Yeah. So how's that publishing work for his like? How does his for his first album?
He didn't
How does
own the publishing to none of his
so he
albums.
don't okay?
He didn't.
Yeah, I know you spoke about it
Right.
before.
The people that owned it was Biggs and Dame. They owned it, and he went and asked them for reasonable doubt. That's the only one he wanted. He said, "Y'all
Okay.
can have the other ones. I just want reasonable doubt." You know, that was my first, and he wanted to do with reasonable doubt what they was doing, what
I
Nas
feel,
was doing with Illmatic.
I feel like Boosie about Jay-Z. His music is not relevant today. Like his music can't. That Reasonable Doubt to me is just it's okay, but it's just nothing
He
sticks with
got
me
some
about that.
songs in there that's timeless.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
front.
yeah.
Yeah,
Reasonable
that
doubt
hip
was
hop.
Imaginary
That
Player
album.
is probably the only
That
one I probably was like I go back and listen to
nah, the
Imaginary
first
Player.
song. that album aged very well. I can't front, especially if you just play it in the car and just let it go. That's a good listen
I
album right there.
I think it's something about the way Jay-Z rap. I'd rather listen to a Nas or a Fabulous. I'd rather listen to a Maze. I can listen to New York niggas, but something the way he rap, it'd be like, you cool, nigga, but it's all words and you ain't got much flow with it. It's like it's a whole bunch of words to me. It's a whole bunch of words splattered together, almost on some Eminem type syllable stuff.
Yeah, Eminem, I feel like that.
Yeah.
But I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Jay's what 96, 97. them years over there, up them years, yeah, he was in his zone. He was locked in, spitting some stuff. But I
So
hear what you're saying as the albums got
yeah,
throughout his
it's me
career.
because you can go back right now. Like the kids of today are not gonna go back and listen to no Reasonable Doubt. They're gonna listen to an old Gucci Man album, maybe an old Boosie album, because it was played around that era.
Okay, there you go. Here's the picture of
Oh,
Rodman.
that
They ain't even
that's on
get
the
a
free.
chance to finish. Yeah, off the freeway. This wall is a famous wall. Like they always paint something. Like the artist is sick. Like he would make all the. And Jordan used to be up there. They would have like they had Obama, I think, or probably on this wall. But this wall was famous. Always got repainted. Once they was seeing Rodman with the suit with the sleeves ripped off, was finna be up there, dude. It was causing accidents, everything on the expressway. They
On the
had to
expressway.
stop it. They had to stop it. I don't think they ever finished it. It ever
Damn.
That's
got
crazy.
finished. It
Did
got
you ever
that
see it?
much. That
Did you
much
ever?
is the one you can see right now.
So did you ever drive by this yourself?
Yeah, I saw it. That's a main highway in Chicago, especially if you downtown, everything. So everybody saw the Dennis Rodman thing. It was huge. So the whole news about it was just causing traffic and accidents, people stopping to look at it. Why they going 65 miles an hour? They slowing down to 30 and they getting whacked. What? What the hell are you
Oh
doing?
no.
Man,
Oh
it was causing
Lord.
so many accidents and power limits.
Insurance.
You got to take this down.
He said you gotta
That's
take
how
this down.
popular Dennis Rodman was in
Damn.
Chicago. It was crazy then because
See, he
Dennis
was
Rodman.
bigger. That's why I feel like they should
Man,
retire his jersey out there. I don't think they have yet.
I wonder how much money, like how much he was worth, or his stock, and how much, like,
Nah.
at that time, bro. Because I
No,
know I know it's probably crazy.
yeah, Dennis was known because the Bulls was the matinee show with Michael
Right.
Jordan and everything. But Jordan has commercials, endorsements. Dennis
Of course.
Rodman is the guy that's at the nightclub at 3 in the morning. And I mean, he ain't at your regular nightclub. He's at the strangest nightclubs in this city. He's at the Crowbar.
What? He ain't
No,
in the
not
hood?
the Crowbar. No, this ain't the hood at all. This is like you got drag queens, you got people,
I don't even know if
bikers,
Rodman
they
can just
look
go
like
to
the
the hood
hood
like that.
people.
His image too big at that time,
Right,
even
like
though he probably did.
Dennis Rodman was wild. Dude. Like he would be there partying with him. It ain't like he's making a guest appearance. Dennis would be on stage.
Him and Rick James must have been cousins, man, with their wildness.
Oh yeah, Dennis loved it. You know, it was
I
his
know.
thing. You
Yeah.
know, and that was the difference. That was like an escape for him.
That dude had ridiculous energy.
But I always said Dennis Rodman was okay, but I just never know about offense. I gave him all the defensive praise, the athleticism. I gave him all the praise about that. But I don't know where his
See,
defense
I,
come.
I
I
I
don't know
think
where
you'll
offense
appreciate
come.
him if you seen, like, after the games and just how much work he put in, and just all
Yeah,
of those things that go into
I
him,
seen
bro.
him. He's very energetic. Like you can't. I won't deny his passion because
His work
he
ethic
started
is
playing
crazy.
basketball at an older age than anybody I've ever seen. Like you never start playing basketball for real at 15 and make it to the NBA. I swear to God.
But what makes him great to me, well, there's a couple things, but his impact, bro, and his winning. I mean, he's one of the highest winning players.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
And I got into the biggest argument about this. I said that Isaiah Thomas was better than Magic Johnson after 3 years of watching film. I said Isaiah's better than Magic. I got into the biggest argument about that. Well,
who was
Isaiah was cool, but Magic could dribble. I said, when did Magic dribble? Like, I swear I watched Magic
Who
Johnson,
the hell
and
they
said
they
that?
both can dribble, right?
No, they
Ma-
did
I
not.
mean, I
no,
mean
Magic
Isaiah
can't
Thomas.
dribble.
Isaiah
Magic,
Thomas was, yeah.
Magic is
Magic
like,
even told you.
he was like, yeah.
Magic was like, they were like, you can handle the ball, Magic. He's like, no, Isaiah got way different talent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't have the
He
same
But
was
as
talent.
far
AI
as, like,
before
ball
AI.
control, I mean,
Right,
He
right.
was a
he do
Harlem
the job.
Globetrotter. I seen him shoot a free throw backwards. Right there in front of Jordan. He was like, bet you we doing the trick shot. It was in the All-Star game. He was
Oh yeah, yeah.
pre-warm up,
I
son.
mean, Isaiah could do that all day. And Horace, like,
Yeah, I mean, his vision on the court is ridiculous. I mean, it's
as a point
talking about
guard,
one
he's
of the greatest
like one of
visions,
the
bro.
best in the world.
Floor general, yeah, man.
I think I
Hard.
think I I think Jason, we argued. I said that maybe that Isaiah was better just in general, just an all-around player. They was like, he can't guard nobody. I'm like, well, it was only 169 point guard he probably couldn't guard, and that was Magic. If I put, because no matter how good you is on defense, it's physics. If I turn my body to the side and I get to posting you up, you at a
Yeah, but it's a
disadvantage.
5-on-5 game, so
It's a 5-on-5 game, but
if it was
at
1-on-1, I can
certain
see what you mean.
in basketball, it's always a moment. Even though we're playing 5-on-5, you're on the island by yourself at one point. Everybody's playing
Yeah,
basketball on the course. It's moments in the game where, damn, I'm on the island. Nigga, hold that up right quick. I gotta watch out for this man. Can't make sure because the guy who has the ball in his hand is like basically has control of the game. So I can't just leave off or expect you to help. And then, yeah, it's certain places in the game where you got to man up. Like Caruso had to man up and see what Bronson did. I mean, not Bronson, but Branson did to him, dropped him off on the floor. Now, I meant to tell you, Cino, ain't no white boy in the league, in the NBA today can guard any Negro one-on-one, not by themselves. Not Luka, not Caruso,
white dudes in the league.
AR-15, I do them Lakers. None of them. They know that. They see Caruso. Oh, ISO. They see
Some of them can hold it
AR-15.
down.
ISO.
I seen what's his name holding it down on the bench. I'm like, man, he coming in, and that was a good player to bring in because I was like, that's a good coaching.
Ain't too many
Who
white
was
boys.
it? Who was it? No, he ain't no great white.
But think about this, Dennis Rodman, right?
Hmm.
North Korea, the president, this country has no relationship with North Korea. Like North Korea, there was none for like 100 years. Dennis Rodman is the best friend of the president, or not the ruler of North Korea. Can you believe that? Dennis
He's internationally global. Internationally global.
Right. He watched American basketball. That's what he watched. He loved basketball, American basketball.
That's crazy.
He said Dennis Rodman.
And he said Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman is his favorite player of all time.
That's freaking dope.
So he flew Dennis Rodman out. Like Rodman, like, I'm going over there. So he goes to North Korea. He flies Dennis Rodman to come to the country.
When was this?
Man, this was
I think it had to be recently.
A few years ago.
Yeah, like 2014, 15. Cause I swear I remember seeing it. And I was like, why did he fly him out? And I think Dennis Rodman played in China for a couple years after.
Oh, he played in North Korea. And the most famous thing that he had over there, and they was like, Dennis Rodman, who parties all the time.
I'm pretty sure he ain't allowed on Drink Champs.
Right. I'm like,
he gonna share a lot of credit.
Dennis ain't the type of guy they could send over there to be a spy. He know that. That's the only guy in America he truly trusts. He know ain't no way in hell.
They gonna break this man. They ain't gonna break him. They gonna torture.
He's the only guy I trust. Dennis Rodman was the only guy.
Salute C-Pen.
Only guy he would let do anything.
I thought they said
Dennis come here, whatever Dennis want to do. Like Dennis could drink liquor all day. He did not care. He said, "Look, do your thing. Look, there you go. Look at him hanging out with his buddy Dennis Rodman." Dennis got
the meanest little nigga in the world.
They made a documentary on Dennis Rodman. That was so funny. They made a documentary showcasing what Dennis was doing in North Korea. And that was the craziest thing I had ever seen in the world, how crazy Dennis was acting in that country. You will get hung for anything over there. Like the people, if they catch you on the internet over there and you ain't you go to jail.
Why?
You could be hung, you could be executed for even speaking out of turn to somebody over there. They got so many North Korean laws that you will be killed for and lose a limb, family member get shot, anything, dude. Like they don't play. Like any type of propaganda of America, if you start talking America, doing anything, like if you start doing American dances, like, hey, America, yo, you
hit him with the gritty.
You
Oh no.
start doing the gritty over there in North Korea.
To the gritty.
Yeah, you're gonna be having a very gritty execution live
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. See.
in North Korea.
See.
So
I knew
Dennis
Gonna
Rodman
be
something.
turned into some grits.
So how they let Dennis Rodman do it?
because Dennis Rodman is one of his fans. He watched the Bulls. He liked basketball, the president, and he loved Dennis Rodman.
As soon as he probably got off the plane, he was probably yelling defense.
Yeah, he let
Happy to
Dennis
see Dennis.
Rodman train the doggone people there. Then Dennis was so out of control, they didn't even let the president show up to dinner because they was like, man, he might do something to embarrass the president, and it's gonna be a problem. If Dennis was in there, God damn it, he was drunk as hell, and he had a glass in his hand. He got the snow fever. I'm like, man, Rodman is losing.
Uh-oh. He get
Yeah,
the
not
get
here.
the going.
I
Yeah, and
ain't
I'm like,
drinking
this
in North
ain't the
Korea.
place. So he invited all the players to come over there for that game, and that's what led to all the controversy. They got an American soldier over there. Now they want the athletes to be the politicians to try to negotiate to get the soldier out.
I can't
Now
do
you
that.
want Dennis Rodman to do the president's job. They got people that do that. Like now you want Rodman.
Rodman got his salary for the Secret Service. He ain't letting us know. He got a salary with the Secret Service. Like, hey, blood, you gotta keep that nigga cool. Make sure that nigga do not send a bomb over here.
It was the
Where did
funniest-
Marbury do? Where was he at?
Well, we're gonna go to the back channel so
He
we
was-
can really get into this. We're gonna end this bull chat now. Hold on, let me see if I do this right. Okay, yeah, let's end this chat and then we finna show y'all the
Hit
extra
that
part.
like button, y'all.
Yep.
All right.
Thank y'all.
God bless.
Like button. Now, here we go. That's
All right.
down.